So in this tutorial, we are going to make this cool cinema 4D style animation in Blender. So as you can see, okay, so the first thing that I'll do is I'll select my lamp and I'll just go to the lamp settings and change it to a sun lamp. Now I'm just going to make the strength 2. Now I'm just going to go to the world settings and I'm just going to add a basic HDR image for lighting. So I'll link it down in the description so you can go and download it. So as you can see, we have our HDR right there. I'm just going to turn on ambient occlusion, screen space reflections, and I'm just going to increase the cube size of the shadows. I'm just going to turn the background to transparent in the film settings. So now we have a transparent background, as you can see. Okay, so now we'll start working on a mesh. So I'll just add a basic gear. So this is just a basic add-on. You can activate this add-on in your add-on section. So there we go. We have a basic gear. I'm just going to play with the settings of this gear. So as you can see. Okay, so once you have something like this, I'll just close the gear menu. Okay, so now our gear work is done. I'm just going to rotate the gear. So R, and I'm just going to rotate on the X axis. I'm just going to add a basic cylinder. As you can see, I'm just going to scale the cylinder on the Y axis. This cylinder will be used for the Boolean modifier. So I'm just going to select the gear and add a Boolean modifier. And I'm just going to select the cylinder in the object. I'm just going to smooth everything. So shade smooth, and under the normals, I'm just going to turn on auto smooth. So that smooths out everything. Now what we can do is we can apply the Boolean modifier and delete the cylinder. Okay, now I'm just going to duplicate this gear. So Shift D to duplicate this gear. Okay, so now I'm just changing the aspect ratio of my camera. So now I'm just going to add a basic plane, and this plane will act as a background. So our background is now transparent. So this plane will act as our background color. So I'm just going to add a basic plane and scale it up. And you can change the color to whatever you want. I'm just going to give it a blue color. I'm just going to give some basic materials to our gears too. Now I'm just going to open up my shading tab. And I'm just going to add a texture called a Musgrave texture. So this texture is quite important and it is used for a lot of purposes. I'm also going to add a color ramp, and I'm just going to connect the Musgrave into the color ramp and the color of the color ramp into the base color. So now you'll see a lot of noise. So this Musgrave texture can generate all kinds of patterns. Okay, so these are the values that I use for the Musgrave texture. I'm just going to change the color in the color ramp. So as you can see, I'm just changing the color of the black slider to a yellowish orange color. Okay, so now it's time to animate our gears. So before we animate anything, we'll just apply all transformations. So select the gear and apply all transformations. So as you can see. Okay, so now it's time to animate our gear. I'm just going to select the first gear and I'm just going to change the Y rotation to 0. And I'm just going to add a keyframe. Hover your mouse on the rotation section and just hit your I key to insert a keyframe. Now I'll go to frame 50 and I'll just change the rotation value to 90 and I'm just going to hit I. So I'm just going to animate this every 50 frames. Okay, so I'm just doing the same thing again, 270. And 360, as you can see. I'm just going to change the end frames to 200. Now I'm just going to select all keyframes and I'm just going to hit my V key on my keyboard and just select vector. So now you will have a infinitely looping animation. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing to the second gear. So just adding keyframes, nothing fancy. And in the second gear, make all the rotations negative. So that is how gears work. So if one gear is rotating clockwise, the other gear rotates anti-clockwise. So just put the negative sign and do the same. You might get something like this. So this looks quite cool. Okay, so now it's time to make the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm just going to add a basic UV sphere. I'm just going to scale the UV sphere down. And I'm just going to smooth the sphere. Now I'm just going to add a basic material. Nothing fancy, a basic black principled shader. This looks good. I'm just going to duplicate this eye again. So Shift D to duplicate. So we'll just make a basic blinking animation. So I'll just select the eye. Okay, so I'll add a basic scaling keyframe. And in between them, I'm just going to scale it completely down on the Z axis. And I'm just going to add the scaling keyframe. So what this will do is, this will create a basic blinking animation. Now the blinking animation is a bit long. So I'll just move these keyframes closer to each other. You can just duplicate them by pressing Shift D. And you can place these wherever you want the character to blink. So that is quite easy. So just duplicating them. Okay, so I'm just going to select the second eye and I'm just going to delete that. And I'm just going to duplicate the first eye. Both of these eyes blink at the same time. I'll just select the second eye and I'll just offset all the frames slightly. Now I'm just going to select these both eyes and I'm just going to duplicate them by Shift D. I'm just going to delete some keyframes and I'm going to move them. So duplicate the keyframes and give them a randomized look. Okay, now I'm just going to select the inner portion of the gear, and we'll just add a different material to that. So I'm just going to select that. And we'll add a basic principle shader, and I'll change the color to a red color. Okay, so now it's time to animate the opening and closing of our mouth. So I'll select all these faces, and for this we'll use shape keys. I'll go under the shape keys menu and I'll hit that plus button twice. Make sure that you have selected key 1 and turn the value all the way to 1. And then you can go in edit mode and then you can scale the mouth down. So as you can see, what this is doing is this is transitioning from the base mesh to the modified mesh. So it is quite simple actually. Now you can key that value thing and you can animate the mouth. So as you can see, I'm going to do the same thing for the second gear. And now I'm just going to change the value and add keyframes. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just duplicating the keyframes again and offsetting them. I'm just going to do the same thing to the second gear as well. And as you can see, that's how easy it is to make something like this in Blender. So this really looks quite cool. So if you like this tutorial, leave a like down below, it helps a lot. And also subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. And I'll see you in the next video.